What if the next Bridgerton season doesn't follow the rules? What if the next love story is one no one expects and one that Ton would never approve of? Season 4 of Bridgerton is coming, and it's about to change everything. While past seasons focused on passion and elegance, this time the whispers are louder, the stakes are higher, and the stories we didn't see in the past may finally rise to the surface. Get ready because some of the most untold stories are now the ones fans are dying to see. Season 1 introduced us to Daphne Bridgerton and her unforgettable romance with Simon, the Duke of Hastings. Their love was built on tension, secrets, and a marriage deal that turned real. It set the tone for everything that followed, a mix of strict social rules and burning passion hiding underneath. Then came Season 2, where Anthony Bridgerton, the eldest son, took the lead. His enemies to lovers arc with Kate Sharma was full of longing glances, slow burns, and a fierce battle between duty and desire. It was a season that made viewers fall in love all over again, but this time with edge and intensity. Then Season 3 shifted the focus to Colin Bridgerton and Penelope. Penelope, also known as Lady Whistledown, had been hiding in plain sight all along. Their slow-moving romance, built over 3 seasons, finally started to blossom, but not without conflict. Penelope's secret identity caused tension and nearly tore them apart, and Eloise, Penelope's former best friend, walked away from her completely after finding out the truth. These friendships and romances cracked wide open in Season 3, leaving fans with heartbreak and questions. Now all eyes are on Season 4. Netflix has confirmed that the show will return, and the Bridgerton siblings will continue their journey to find love or run from it. Production has been quiet, but a few leaks suggest that this next season may be darker and more emotional. Benedict, Francesca, and Eloise are all strong candidates for the spotlight, but producers haven't officially revealed who will lead. This mystery alone is fueling massive fan debates online. Will we get a love story that defies all expectations? Or will tradition win again? One thing is clear: Season 4 will not be just another fancy ball and love confession. It will go deeper. The characters who once stood on the sidelines are now ready to speak, and that's where the most untold storylines begin. She disappeared without explanation. Then, just as quietly, she returned, but she wasn't the same. Francesca Bridgerton has always been the quiet shadow of her siblings, present but rarely seen, polite but unreadable. But in Season 4, that silence might be broken, and what lies underneath could be one of the most emotional, heartbreaking, and powerful stories Bridgerton has ever told. Francesca's character has always been a mystery. Unlike Daphne's elegance, Anthony's intensity, or Eloise's rebelliousness, Francesca's calm has almost felt like hiding. She's often away studying music, traveling to Scotland, or absent for long stretches. And fans have noticed. It's not just her reduced screen time, it's the feeling that Francesca is holding back something deeper. Now that Season 4 is approaching, speculation is growing that her love story will be unlike any Bridgerton tale we've seen so far. If the series follows the books, Francesca's arc will be rooted in deep love and painful loss. In Julia Quinn's novels, Francesca marries a man she truly loves, only to lose him. What follows is a journey through grief and healing, and eventually, an unexpected second chance at love. It's mature, emotional, and full of moments that test the heart. If Season 4 brings this story to life, viewers could witness a completely new tone, one that deals with life after heartbreak. Not just first kisses and stolen glances, but even beyond romance. Francesca's storyline could explore identity and isolation. Why has she always been distant from her siblings? What secrets does she keep hidden beneath her composed smile? There are fan theories suggesting she may not fully fit into the societal box her family tries to place her in. Others wonder if she harbors guilt, jealousy, or even a longing for something far outside the world of balls and courtships. Francesca could very well be the most complex Bridgerton of them all and the most emotionally powerful if the writers give her center stage. Her story could challenge viewers to understand grief, loyalty, and how love can return in unexpected ways. And in a world that celebrates loud drama, her quiet intensity might finally take the spotlight. This won't be just another fairy tale. If done right, Francesca's arc could be the most unforgettable one yet. He paints in the shadows, laughs louder than most, and flirts with freedom like it's his true love. But what if Benedict Bridgerton's greatest secret isn't who he loves but how he wants to live? In a world obsessed with tradition and image, Benedict has always danced just outside the lines. And in Season 4, his untold story might finally be the one that turns the ton upside down. Among all the Bridgerton siblings, Benedict has long been the most unpredictable. He's not chasing power like Anthony, nor following society's rules. Like Daphne, he's an artist, a dreamer, and someone who doesn't seem to care what others think. But behind that carefree attitude, there's always been a question: is Benedict hiding something? Fans have felt it from the beginning that his story is more than what we've been shown. In Season 2, we saw him enter art school, searching for meaning beyond family expectations. But something about him always felt restless, as if he was still waiting to feel truly seen. And while earlier seasons have teased him with casual flings and humorous charm, many fans believe he's holding back a deeper truth about who he is or who he loves. There's a rising theory that Benedict's story could challenge everything Bridgerton has shown us so far. In the books, Benedict's romance is classic. He falls for a woman from a lower class and must choose between love and status. But the show has already proven it's not afraid to break from the novels. That's why many are wondering if Benedict's journey might explore queerness, dual attraction, or the freedom to love outside of society's rules altogether. This would be a bold step and one fans are ready for. Not only would it add a fresh voice to the Bridgerton world, but it would reflect a very real struggle many people still face today. The fear of being judged for loving differently. Benedict's open mind, his gentle heart, and his longing for something more make him the perfect character to carry that weight with honesty and grace. Even if the show sticks closer to the book, Benedict's arc could still shine by focusing on how he chooses love over appearance. Whether his heart pulls him toward a woman society deems unworthy or someone no one expects at all. Benedict's real battle is choosing passion over pressure, self-expression over status. He's the sibling who could redefine romance not just for himself, but for every member of the Bridgerton family. And if Season 4 lets his hidden desires rise to the surface, we might finally see a love story that feels truly revolutionary. She was the loudest voice against love. Now, she's the quietest mystery in the room. Eloise Bridgerton once swore she would never play the marriage game, but what if her rebellion is leading her into even greater danger? Season 4 may finally pull back the curtain on Eloise's secret life and the alliance she's building far outside the safety of the Bridgerton name. From the very beginning, Eloise stood out not for beauty or charm, but for her sharp wit and fierce independence. She rejected everything about the ton, the gossip, the gowns, and especially the idea that a woman's worth comes from marriage. But while her siblings danced at balls, Eloise searched for something deeper: meaning, purpose, and truth. That search led her into the arms of political writers, dangerous ideals, and a secret friendship that shook everything she believed in. In Season 3, we saw her fall out with Penelope, a betrayal that cut deep. Penelope was more than her friend. She was her anchor. And when Eloise discovered her identity as Lady Whistledown, that trust shattered. But what hurt even more was realizing how little power she actually had. That realization didn't quite hurt, changed her now. The question isn't if Eloise will rebel again. It's how far she's willing to go. Rumors suggest that Season 4 might follow Eloise into darker territory, alliances with radical thinkers, underground writers, or even movements that challenge the very crown. Eloise has the mind of a revolutionary, and if the writers lean into this, we may see her pull away from her family completely. But the danger isn't just in her words. It's in her heart. Some fans believe Eloise may fall for someone completely outside the rules, a political outcast, a writer, or someone her family could never approve of. If her storyline blends romance and rebellion, Eloise might face a future where love isn't the prize, it's the risk. Imagine a story where she must choose between loyalty to her family and loyalty to a cause, between comfort and chaos, between living in the light of the Bridgerton name or disappearing into the shadows to fight for something bigger. That's the kind of arc that could transform Eloise from a curious girl into a woman of real power. And if her story goes there, if she dares to defy not just society, but her family and herself, then Season 4 won't just be about romance. It will be about freedom. Real freedom. And that's a story worth watching. She sits on the throne in silence, but every whisper in the ton starts with her gaze. While lovers chase each other and families fight for rank, Queen Charlotte watches and plans. But what if this season, she's not just observing? What if she is the one pulling the strings? In Season 4, the game of romance may no longer belong to the Bridgertons because the Queen is ready to move her own pieces across the board. Queen Charlotte has always been more than a background presence. She's sharp, strategic, and quietly Ruthless. In past seasons, she's crowned the diamond of the season, destroyed reputations with a single sentence, and protected her crown through calculated decisions. But fans who watched her spin-off series know one thing clearly now. Charlotte's mind never stops calculating. Her love for control is matched only by her fear of losing it. So what does that mean for Season 4? It means the Queen may not leave matchmaking to chance anymore. If the Bridgerton siblings are left to follow their hearts, chaos follows. Marriages that break traditions. Alliances that threaten the order. Secrets that could bring scandal to her court. And with Penelope's whistledown column continuing to cause unrest even after Expulsartha, Queen might decide it's time to tighten her grip. What if she begins selecting matches not just for image, but for power? Imagine her trying to control who Francesca marries to protect old alliances. Or pushing Benedict toward a match that serves political peace, not personal joy. She might even use Eloise's rebellion as a reason to bring in new blood, new families loyal to her over tradition. And don't forget her Cold War with Lady Danbury. That feud could quietly explode this season, leading to high society manipulation we've never seen before. But it doesn't stop there. Some fans believe the Queen may try to create a new Lady Whistledown, someone she controls. She may weaponize gossip to destroy her enemies and restore the balance she craves. That means no character is safe. Not Penelope, not Eloise, not even the Bridgertons themselves. One whispered scandal from the Queen, and everything could fall apart. This isn't just about matchmaking anymore. It's about legacy, control, and a royal figure who will do anything to protect her rule, even if it means turning love into a battlefield. Queen Charlotte may have once seemed like a side player in a love story, but now, she may become the villain or the queenmaker. And that's what makes her power move one of the most untold and explosive storylines fans are dying to see in Season 4. Every fan has a dream storyline. Some want slow burn love, others want forbidden kisses under moonlight, and many are simply waiting to see their favorite Bridgerton finally get the happiness they deserve. But with so many unanswered questions, and so many characters ready for the spotlight, Season 4 is sitting on a treasure chest of potential and heartbreak. So what are fans really hoping for? And what are we actually going to get? One of the biggest hopes is for Penelope and Colin's story to finish what it started. After years of watching their awkward friendship grow into love, viewers want more than just a rushed ending. They want real healing between Penelope and Eloise, a new purpose for Penelope beyond Whistledown, and a version of Colin that finally respects her strength. The audience is rooting for them, but they want it earned, not just wrapped up with a kiss. Then there's Francesca, the sibling so many know the least about. Fans of the book are desperately hoping her tragic and emotional journey is given the depth and respect it deserves. Her story could be one of grief, second love, and deep personal transformation. But there's fear, too. Will the show rush it, or soften the sorrow to make it more romantic and less raw? And what about Benedict? Audiences are begging for boldness. Here, many believe his character is perfect for exploring fluidity, queerness, or unconventional love. Will Netflix take that step, or will they stick to the safety of the original storyline? If they do make a change, it could be the most groundbreaking moment in Bridgerton history or the most controversial. Let's not forget Eloise, who remains one of the show's most talked about wildcards. Viewers want more than her standing on the sidelines with books and sass. They want revolution, maybe even a dangerous romance. The chance for her to break every rule. But will her story go there or be softened for a broader audience? Finally, fans are asking for surprises. They don't just want predictability. They want new families, fresh faces, and maybe even a return from characters we thought were gone. Could Simon return for a cameo? Could Daphne play a bigger role? Could we see flashbacks of Edmund Bridgerton or more from Lady Danbury's mysterious past? Of course, what we want and what we get are not always the same. Netflix knows how to deliver romance. But will they take the emotional risks this season demands? Will they dare to challenge the expectations they've set in previous seasons? Season 4 is a turning point. The early chapters of the Bridgerton family have been told, but the future, with all its potential for drama, desire, and defiance, is still wide open. And if the writers lean into the untold storylines, the ones that scare, surprise, and shake the ton, then this could be the most unforgettable season yet.